In today's video, we're going to talk about the endpoint assessment for the Level 5 Coaching Professional Apprenticeship. And one of the questions we get often asked is, how does the endpoint assessment work? How is it graded and how is it measured? So we use an organization that was previously known as NEPA and is now known as NQual. And in their endpoint assessment pack, it gives you the three components, and that is an observation with a question and answer session. So this is where apprentices will be observed, facilitating two 1-hour sessions, followed by the second observation where there'll be a 20-minute question and answer session. So effectively, you need two people that you can coach for an hour session. You'll be observed by an endpoint assessor, and they will ask you questions about the session, like why did you use a certain technique, or what was your approach, and you'll be able to explain to them how and why you have coached that individual in that way. The next part is an interview supported by your portfolio of evidence, and the professional discussion will take 60 minutes. Throughout the program, you're going to collate information and resources and assignments that show and demonstrate your knowledge, skills, and behavior. You'll get asked questions around those by your professional discussion assessor, and they will want you to demonstrate that you've got the knowledge, that you've produced those assignments, and that you've fully understood the tasks that you've undertaken. So that's number 2. And then in number 3, you've got the knowledge test, which is a 40 multiple choice question, 10 of which are based on 2 scenarios, and you'll be given 90 minutes to do that. Depending on the score that you get for that will determine whether you pass or fail. Down here in the next section, you'll see that there are K's here, there are S's further down, which stand for skills, and there are B's for behaviors, which you'll need to demonstrate. So all these criteria, there's around 28 in total, are knowledge, skills, and behaviors that you need to demonstrate throughout the program. In this section, it says whether they'll be demonstrated through the observation, the interview, or the knowledge test. Once you've demonstrated through one of those methods that you can show all of those skills, it will then form a grading criteria which will enable you to get a distinction, a pass, or a fail. And here it shows you the minimum scores that you need to achieve. And there's a grading box here saying if you score a certain level on these areas, what the overall grading will be. So that's the endpoint assessment. Just to summarize, the endpoint assessment is comprised of an observation times 2 of you coaching somebody else, followed by a discussion, a professional discussion for 60 minutes around your portfolio of evidence, and a knowledge test of 40 questions. Those combined demonstrate that you've got the knowledge, skills, and behavior that is needed to qualify as a coach.